under the dim glow of the moon as the night sky envelopes the silent universe. A profound question may change the way you perceive the world around you. Is the universe trying to communicate with us? Could it be that the celestial events and the numbers you encounter in life are not random? What if they carry deep messages, signals from the universe meant specifically for you? If you believe in this mysterious connection, today is your opportunity to uncover the hidden messages in the lunar event of the penumbral eclipse on the night of December 5th to 6th, 2024. This event is not just an ordinary astronomical occurrence. It's a sign from the universe that could change your life in ways you've never expected. This is a special time when, according to Buddhist philosophy, everything in the universe is interconnected. The penumbral lunar eclipse, with its soft, diffused light, is a reminder from the cosmos of the harmony between light and darkness in our lives. But that's not all. The numbers that appear in your life, especially on the night of this eclipse, are no mere coincidence. Perhaps you've noticed the numbers 17 or 22 recurring at pivotal moments. These numbers don't just signify spiritual transformation. They also indicate major shifts in your financial world. This might feel like receiving unexpected financial good news, such as winning a prize or receiving an unexpected sum of money from projects you've worked hard on. Imagine if you're standing at a crossroads in your life, where financial opportunities may arise. Are you ready to embrace these changes? This is the time for you to listen and feel the messages the universe is sending. And this lunar eclipse is the perfect moment to receive and take action, not just in financial matters, but also in your personal journey of self-discovery. So, stay with me as we embark on a journey to explore the mysterious numbers the universe has in store for you during this penumbral eclipse. These are not just signs. They are keys that could unlock opportunities you may have missed along the way. Let's dive deeper into this event and open our minds to the clarity that awaits in this vast universe. As the night sky envelopes us in its mysterious calm, we are drawn to the moon, a beacon of light now partially veiled by Earth's shadow. Unlike the total lunar eclipse, where the moon is entirely cloaked in darkness, this penumbral lunar eclipse offers a more subtle spectacle. The moon doesn't vanish completely. Rather, it becomes softened, bathed in a delicate, ethereal glow. It's as though the moon is trying to tell us something, but in a language that is not immediately clear. This is a moment where the celestial and the spiritual intersect, an invitation to pause and reflect on the mysteries of the universe. The penumbral eclipse occurs when the moon passes through Earth's penumbra, the outer shadow that is only partially dark. The moon's light is not entirely blocked, but it's certainly subdued, resulting in a mystical, dimmed appearance. This phenomenon is not as visually striking as a total eclipse, but it is no less significant. In fact, the subtle nature of this event may hold an even deeper meaning. The interplay of light and shadow invites us to reflect on the balance of opposites, light and dark, visible and hidden, known and unknown. It's a reminder that even in moments of partial obscurity, there is still light to guide us, even if it's not immediately obvious. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is interconnected. Nothing exists independently. All phenomena are the result of causes and conditions. The penumbral eclipse exemplifies this truth beautifully. The moon's light is not entirely lost, it's only slightly dimmed. This subtle eclipse mirrors our own lives, where we often experience moments of shadow, times when we feel lost, uncertain, or overwhelmed. Yet even in those moments, there is always a presence of light, even if it's harder to see. Just as the moon still shines through the shadow, we too must recognize that challenges, obstacles, and even our darker times are all part of our journey toward wisdom and enlightenment. The eclipse, though faint, teaches us the importance of embracing the darkness within ourselves. In Buddhist teachings, the acceptance of both light and shadow is essential. To achieve balance, one must accept the full spectrum of human experience. The light cannot exist without the darkness, just as wisdom cannot arise without ignorance. Every shadow we encounter in our lives, whether emotional, mental, or situational, is an opportunity for growth and understanding. The moon does not reject the shadow cast upon it. We too must learn to embrace our imperfections, our struggles, and our uncertainties, knowing that they too contribute to our enlightenment. For example, imagine a time in your life when you faced an obstacle that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps you were struggling with a personal challenge or a difficult decision. In the midst of that struggle, it may have felt as though the light was fading, that everything was uncertain. But as time passed, you realized that the difficulty itself was a catalyst for your growth. Just as the moon, despite being partially obscured, continues its path through the sky, so too does our journey continue. Sometimes through shadows, but always with the potential for growth, clarity, and understanding. In moments like these, the universe is urging us to pause and reflect, to find peace in the stillness. The penumbral eclipse offers us a quiet space to meditate on these moments of balance, where light and shadow coexist in harmony. It's a time to consider the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate dance between light and dark that shapes our lives. By accepting the shadows, we open ourselves to the fullness of the light, understanding that each phase, whether bright or dim, is part of our journey toward wisdom and spiritual awakening. As we continue to explore the significance of this rare celestial event, let us remember that, just like the moon, we too are never fully in darkness. There is always a glimmer of light waiting to guide us on our path. During this penumbral eclipse, these are not just signs. They are keys that could unlock opportunities you may have missed along the way. Let's dive deeper into this event and open our minds to the clarity that awaits in this vast universe. As the lunar eclipse unfolds before our eyes, a unique and powerful number emerges from the cosmic messages, the number 17. This number is not just a simple figure. It carries a profound meaning. The number 1 represents new beginnings, the spark of initiation, while the number 7 stands as a symbol of spiritual awakening and deep wisdom. Together they form 17, a number that marks a new chapter in our lives, signaling a powerful transition, a shift towards something greater. The significance of 17 is not limited to its numerology or the mystical message it carries. In Buddhism, the number 7 has a particularly strong connection to the concept of enlightenment. The Eightfold Path, which is a central part of Buddhist teachings, is itself a path to awakening, offering a clear structure to help individuals cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The number 7, representing this path, carries an energy of spiritual growth and inner realization. When combined with the number 1, which signifies a fresh start or a new journey, the number 17 becomes an auspicious sign, a sign that we are on the precipice of a spiritual transformation. This is where the cosmic message becomes clearer. The number 17 in the context of the lunar eclipse tells us that it is time to embark on a new journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Much like the moon's partial obscuration during the eclipse, our own lives may sometimes feel shrouded in uncertainty. But even during these moments of partial darkness, there is an opportunity for clarity and growth. The number 17 is like a guiding light, showing us that we have reached a crossroads, and the universe is encouraging us to move forward. Consider for a moment a time in your life when you were faced with a significant decision, a moment when you felt like you were standing at a fork in the road, unsure of which direction to take. It could be a career change, a decision to move to a new place, or perhaps a shift in a personal relationship. In these moments, the universe speaks to us in subtle ways, through signs, through numbers, and through events that seem to align perfectly when we need them most. If you have ever encountered the number 17 during such pivotal moments, it might have felt like a confirmation, like the universe was giving you the green light to take the next step even if the path ahead seemed unclear. In these instances, the number 17 encourages us to trust the process of change, to embrace the uncertainty, and to have faith in the journey ahead. Just as the moon's light is not fully obscured during a penumbral eclipse, our path is never completely in darkness. There is always a glimmer of light, a sense of direction that guides us, even when we can't see the full picture. This is the essence of spiritual awakening, the willingness to take the first step even when the entire path is not yet visible. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is interconnected. The number 17, like all things in the universe, carries its own energy that can guide us towards greater understanding and insight. It is a reminder that every experience, every challenge, and every decision is part of a larger web of interconnected events. The number 17 calls us to step into this flow, to trust that the path we are on is leading us toward something greater. It asks us to recognize the transformative power of change and to have the courage to embrace it. Think of a time when you were faced with doubt or hesitation. Perhaps you were unsure about making a change or taking a risk. In these moments, it can feel as though the universe is asking you to leap into the unknown. The number 17 is like a cosmic nudge, encouraging you to take that leap, to trust in the wisdom that lies ahead. It reminds us that the journey towards spiritual growth often involves taking bold steps into the unknown, with faith that the universe will support us along the way. The lunar eclipse, in its partial obscuration, mirrors this process. Just as the moon is never fully dark, our journey is never truly without guidance. Even when we face uncertainty, we are always being guided by the light of our inner wisdom. The number 17 acts as a beacon, leading us through the shadows and into a brighter, more awakened future. Furthermore, the number 17 resonates with the idea of transformation. In Buddhist practice, the process of enlightenment is often described as a gradual unfolding, a series of stages where the practitioner sheds old layers of attachment and ignorance to reveal the true nature of the self. This process is not always clear or easy, but it is always powerful. Just as the number 17 combines the energy of new beginnings, 1, and spiritual awakening, 7, it represents the merging of different aspects of ourselves. The ego and the soul, the visible and the invisible, the known and the unknown. In real-life terms, think of the process of personal transformation. Whether it's recovering from a difficult situation, learning to trust yourself, or overcoming a personal limitation, change often feels like an unfolding process. At times, it may feel as if the light is dimming, but as the number 17 suggests, this is a moment of potential awakening. The light is still there, even if it's partially hidden by the shadows of our doubts or fears. The lunar eclipse serves as a reminder that this is a time to embrace change, to take steps toward transformation, and to trust that the universe is aligning in our favor. In the end, the number 17 and the eclipse together symbolize the opportunity for spiritual renewal and growth. They teach us that even in moments of darkness, there is always light. The universe is constantly sending us signals, nudging us towards the path that will lead to greater understanding, peace, and awakening. The lunar eclipse and the number 17 both serve as reminders that this is a time for spiritual breakthroughs, a time to move forward with confidence, embrace the unknown, and trust in the wisdom that is unfolding within us. As you reflect on the meaning of the number 17, think about the areas in your life where you feel ready for transformation. The universe is giving you a sign, a call to awaken, to step into a new phase of your life and to trust the journey ahead. Just as the moon is never fully lost in darkness, neither are you. There is always light guiding you forward, and the number 17 is here to show you the way. As the celestial dance of the lunar eclipse unfolds, a powerful number emerges from the cosmos, one that carries a profound message for our lives. This number is 22. In Buddhist teachings, numbers are not simply figures, but symbols of deeper meanings and truths. The number 22 in particular represents perfection, balance, and the strength that comes from perseverance. It's the number of the master builder, a symbol of those who have the capability to create monumental changes in their lives and in the world. As the moon's light is partially obscured during the eclipse, the appearance of the number 22 is a reminder from the universe that this is a time to lay the foundation for something significant, something lasting. In the context of Buddhism, the concept of perseverance and steady effort is crucial to spiritual growth. The Eightfold Path teaches that enlightenment comes not in one moment of sudden realization, but through a series of consistent, mindful actions. The number 22 echoes this idea. It represents the long, slow process of building step by step towards a meaningful, purpose-driven life. Just like the gradual transformation that happens when we walk the path of Dharma, the number 22 reminds us that great achievements do not happen overnight. They are the result of steady, intentional effort. It is about taking small, deliberate steps towards your goals, with patience and a clear focus. The lunar eclipse, while casting shadows across the moon's surface, also teaches us a powerful lesson about the nature of challenges. In Buddhism, we often speak of the interplay between light and dark, good and bad, joy and sorrow. Life is full of contrasting experiences, and it is through these contrasts that we come to understand the nature of reality. The eclipse, which temporarily obscures the light, symbolizes the periods in our lives when things may seem unclear or uncertain. But just as the moon's light will soon return, so too will our clarity and direction. The number 22 appears in these moments to remind us that even in times of darkness, we have the power to build something solid, to create a foundation that will last. Consider a time in your life when you were faced with a major decision or challenge. Maybe you were starting a new project, beginning a new relationship, or pursuing a new goal. In these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or uncertain, especially when the path ahead isn't clear. Yet, the number 22 encourages us to stay grounded, to trust that we have the strength and wisdom to build something meaningful. It's the universe's way of telling you, keep going one step at a time. This message is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced world, where we often expect quick results and instant gratification. But true success and fulfillment come from the ability to stay focused and committed, even when progress seems slow. In Buddhist practice, we often talk about the importance of mindfulness and patience. The teachings remind us that every small step, every moment of awareness, contributes to the greater whole. The number 22, with its symbolism of building and creating, embodies this wisdom. It's about trusting in the process and knowing that each action you take is shaping your future. Now let's reflect on how this applies to your own life. Think of a goal you are working towards, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development. You might be in the early stages and the future may seem uncertain. Perhaps you're unsure if your efforts will lead to success. The appearance of the number 22 is a cosmic signal to continue moving forward, to trust that your hard work is building towards something important. This is not a time to give up or lose faith. Instead, it's a time to double down on your efforts, to build your foundation with diligence and patience. In real-life terms, the number 22 reminds us that true success is a process of building solid foundations over time. Just like a house needs a strong foundation to stand, our goals need a strong base of effort, commitment, and perseverance. If you're starting a new business, for example, the early stages may feel like slow progress. But every decision, every action you take to improve your skills, connect with others, or refine your strategy is laying the groundwork for future success. Similarly, in relationships, small acts of kindness, understanding, and communication build the foundation for trust and connection over time. This process of building and creating is central to the Buddhist concept of right effort, one of the components of the Eightfold Path. Right effort is about cultivating positive qualities in our minds and hearts, taking deliberate steps to overcome negativity and foster virtues such as compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness. The number 22, with its energy of organization and structure, encourages us to apply right effort in our own lives. It urges us to take practical, consistent steps towards the life we want to create, to be patient and resilient in the face of challenges. Moreover, the number 22 represents not just individual effort but also the interconnectedness of all things. In Buddhism, we understand that we are all connected, that our actions ripple out and affect the world around us. When we focus on building something meaningful, whether it's a career, a family, or a community, we are not just creating something for ourselves. We are contributing to the greater whole, to the collective good. The number 22 reminds us that our efforts have a far-reaching impact, and that by building something strong and enduring, we are helping to create a more harmonious world. As we continue to reflect on the number 22, we can also think about the concept of destiny in the Buddhist tradition. While Buddhism teaches that we are not bound by a fixed destiny, there is a sense that certain events and circumstances align to guide us towards our true purpose. The appearance of the number 22 is a reminder that we each have the power to shape our destiny. Just as a builder carefully plans each step in the construction of a building, we too have the ability to design and create our lives with intention and purpose. In this light, the number 22 becomes a symbol of destiny and fate, not in the sense of a fixed future, but in the sense that we are always co-creating our lives through our actions, thoughts, and intentions. The lunar eclipse, which momentarily obscures the light, also offers us a chance to reflect on our path and to reset our course. It is a time to pause and consider how we are building the foundations for our future. The number 22 encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and to recognize that we have the power to create the life we desire, one step at a time. Ultimately, the number 22 is a powerful reminder from the universe that we are in control of our destiny. It encourages us to stay focused, to keep building, and to trust that the work we are doing now is laying the foundation for something much greater. It's a call to action, a reminder that we are capable of creating meaningful change, not just for ourselves but for the world around us. And as we continue to walk our path, we can take comfort in knowing that each step, each action, each moment of effort is contributing to the greater whole, shaping our future and the future of those around us. The number 22, with its strength and resilience, is here to guide us, to remind us that the power to create and transform is always within our reach. In the midst of the cosmic dance, as the moon subtly veils its light during the lunar eclipse, there appears before us a number that carries an immense spiritual weight, the number 36. It is a number that speaks not only to the balance of the universe but also to the very core of our personal transformation. The number 36 is often seen as a symbol of completion and the coming together of different energies, each element contributing to a greater whole. In the realm of numerology, this number is the merging of the energy of 3 and the grounding force of 6. Two forces that embody both spiritual enlightenment and material harmony. As we look deeper into the number 36, we find that it is much more than a simple mathematical figure. In the teachings of Buddhism, numbers often carry profound meanings. The number 3 is especially significant, representing the 3 jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the fundamental aspects that guide us toward enlightenment. It is a number of growth, expansion, and understanding. Meanwhile, the number 6 speaks of balance, responsibility, and service, a reminder that our spiritual journey is also a journey of duty and connection with the world around us. When the two energies of 3 and 6 combine, we get the powerful force of 36, a number that suggests a path toward inner harmony through outer service. It is a symbol of balance, not just in our personal lives but in how we connect with others and contribute to the greater good. During the lunar eclipse, when the moon's light is partially obscured, this number calls us to reflect on how we balance the light of our spiritual aspirations with the shadows of our earthly responsibilities. Just as the moon is covered, we may feel that our true selves are sometimes hidden, clouded by distractions, doubts, or external challenges. But 36 is here to remind us that the obscured light is still there, waiting to shine once we restore the balance. The number 36 also urges us to consider our relationships and how they shape our spiritual journey. Just as the moon's light interacts with the shadows, our connections with others reflect the duality of light and dark within us. Are our relationships helping us grow, or are they holding us back? In Buddhism, we learn the importance of Sangha, the community, in guiding us on our path to enlightenment. Just as we rely on the light of the moon to guide us through the night, our relationships help illuminate our path, providing support, reflection, and sometimes the necessary challenges to help us evolve. The appearance of the number 36 serves as a gentle nudge to examine these connections. Are they in alignment with our spiritual goals, or do they need adjustment? Moreover, the number 36 emphasizes the need for discipline and selflessness in our journey. While the number 3 beckons us towards self-awareness and spiritual growth, the 6 reminds us that this growth must be tempered with service and care for others. The path to enlightenment is not just one of personal development but one of communal responsibility. This is where the concept of interdependence in Buddhism comes to the fore, recognizing that our actions affect the world around us and that true enlightenment is achieved when we consider the well-being of all beings. For instance, in real life, if you have been hesitant to move forward in a particular area, perhaps in your career, personal relationships, or spiritual practice, the number 36 may appear as a sign that it is time to act. Whether it is reaching out to someone you've been meaning to reconnect with, or stepping into a new role that requires greater responsibility, the number 36 reminds you that the foundations of a successful future are built one step at a time. And those steps, while sometimes small, must be taken with intention, patience, and a deep sense of service to others. This idea is not just abstract. Look at how you may have felt when you faced a significant decision in life. It's easy to feel lost or unsure when we are asked to take a leap into the unknown. But the number 36 teaches us that this is the moment to trust in the process, to recognize that the effort you put into building a solid foundation will pay off. Whether you're starting a new project, healing a relationship, or making a life change, the number 36 encourages you to remain grounded in your efforts, knowing that even the smallest act of service or responsibility can create lasting change. It's also important to note that during the lunar eclipse, when the moon's light is obscured, we are often reminded of the hidden aspects of ourselves. The number 36's appearance at this time offers a chance for us to uncover those hidden aspects, whether they are talents, desires, or even fears, and bring them into the light. The lunar eclipse invites us to shed light on the parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or avoided, while the number 36 offers the balance and patience needed to integrate these aspects into a harmonious whole. To sum it up, the number 36 is more than just a symbol. It is a call to action. It encourages us to build a life based on balance, responsibility, and service. It invites us to look at our relationships, our spiritual path, and our place in the world with new eyes. As we journey through this lunar eclipse, let us remember that the balance we seek is not just about finding peace within. It's about creating harmony between ourselves and others, between our inner world and the outer one. The number 36 reminds us that true fulfillment comes when we learn to give, serve, and build together, creating a life that is aligned with the deeper wisdom of the universe. As the moon's light gradually emerges, illuminating the darkness of the night, there is a quiet stillness that settles over the world. In this serene moment, I invite you to reflect on the insights we've shared today and ask yourself, how can I apply these cosmic messages to my own life? This lunar eclipse is not just a time to contemplate the mysteries of the universe, but also an opportunity for action. It's a chance to take the wisdom of the numbers we've explored, 17, 22, and 36, and translate them into tangible steps forward in your own journey. Whether it's making a change in your career, embracing a new relationship, or committing to a deeper spiritual practice, now is the time to act on the guidance you've received. These numbers aren't just coincidences. They are signs from the universe, gently nudging you toward the path that has always been meant for you. Remember, the universe speaks to us in many ways, and sometimes it takes a moment of quiet to truly hear its voice. The lunar eclipse, with its partial obscurity, reflects the times in our lives when things may seem unclear or uncertain. But it is in these moments, when the light seems dimmed, that we are called to trust in the process, to step forward with faith, and to build a life that aligns with the deeper forces guiding us. The numbers we've discussed are not just abstract concepts. They are part of a grand cosmic plan, a reminder that we are all connected, that our choices matter, and that our actions, however small, ripple through the universe. As you move forward, ask yourself, what is it that I need to start today? What parts of my life are calling for transformation? And what steps can I take, no matter how small, to honor that call? Let the numbers guide you, but remember, the most important thing is to listen. To listen to the subtle whispers of your intuition, to listen to the signs the universe sends, and most importantly, to listen to the stillness within yourself. In the quiet of this lunar eclipse, allow the light of the moon to illuminate your path, guiding you toward greater clarity, peace, and purpose. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What numbers have you been encountering lately, and what do you think they might be trying to tell you? Noticed any shifts or changes in your life that align with the energy of these numbers? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation together and support each other on our individual journeys of growth and awakening. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful or insightful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Remember, the universe is always speaking to us, and every moment is an opportunity to listen and act with awareness. May you continue to walk your path with peace and wisdom.